ask yourself, what version of you is the person who is living in the reality of success you want to be in? And become that motherfucker. Because it ain't you today, or you would have had it. So, I don't know. That's my philosophy.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. If you ain't didn't take that deep into heart, rewind that and listen back real quick, cause that hits hard.
Well,
That's a
back at it.
lifelong advice that should be shared.
Real rap.
Yeah.
Probably
Raw
about to get our
advice.
motherfucking head
Thank you for
cracked
that
in this
shit. Some
game,
of the best.
goddammit.
How many people do you think that this device touches? Do you guys have like
Motherfucker ain't
a
trying to play
estimation
this
of like
shit. But
a million,
we
3 million
ain't doing
people?
shit.
We know how many we sold.
Yeah.
Let's see
You
if
don't have
we
to
can
give me
make it
that,
happen.
but
It's a little bit tough, man, because anytime we say anything, like I'm talking about Chile on this podcast, I already know there are other companies in the space that are like, Chile, send your teams there. I talk about Spain. Like anything we do, we have people that are kind of trying to capture the magic of this space, go through there. And I think if people knew how well we do, it would attract even more of that. And it's not that I'm afraid. I do think that in general, competition is healthy, but competition is healthy when you have a spectrum of ideas, not when you have people fighting all over the same ideas. And I, 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 it's tough for me to talk about how good things are because it attracts more of that. And we have a story to tell, a story that isn't being said enough. That hash is our path forward to the best experience in the space. And I know that like you can disagree. You guys are weed smokers, but I hope if I put enough good hash in front of you and an easy path to that experience that you're gonna be like, you know what, man? I kind of prefer to dab during the day. It just keeps me grooving, and it will become obvious to you what we believe the future is. And when we let other people tell that story to us, the story is Puffco sucks. You should use our thing instead. When we tell the story, it's hash is beautiful, and we want to show you why. So I try to avoid riling up
Yeah,
the
we gotta get
competition
back
that
into
isn't
our
here to add
YouTube
new
or some
ideas,
shit,
that isn't
god
here to be like, that's
damn.
how they do it, this is how we do it, and here's why our path is the best path to hash. Because I want to be able to tell our story. So we do well. We've reached
You
many
know, we might as well
users,
go ahead and
probably
insult
many
these
more than I ever thought
motherfuckers,
we would,
man.
and way more than I think we
Ain't no need in being
see
confident.
is.
You might look stupid being confident.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. 7550 here with another video. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys the two inventory cars. Two cars that we got in inventory. They're ready to go. Um, y'all seen them before. One of them's going to be a 1988 Chevy Caprice out of Chrome Program 4-door sedan. And the other one's going to be a 1984 Caprice two-door Landau. So they are both for grabs. I'm going to show you guys which one should I show you first? Meaning, let's just get to the first one. And here it is, guys. Starting off with the first one is
The
going
bit
to
of deep
be
pass,
the 1988
yeah.
Chevy Caprice
Blitz
LS4
counters,
program.
right. Motherfucker, we running that bitch to the outside. That's
So
all we got.
starting off with the front, guys, it's gonna need a bumper filler. This one is all cracked. You guys can see it's all cracked, and the paint on the hood and the other panel, well, I'm saying the clear coat kind of flaked off. So maybe whoever painted it didn't do a good job and didn't prep it right or whatever the occasion was. Y'all can see it needs clear coat or paint. So that's pretty much on the top of it. The rest of the car is all shiny. Let me show you. See, the rest of the car is all shiny. It's just pretty much the front end. I don't know what happened here, but it just kind of started flaking off, you know. So you can get away with pretty much painting the hood, header panel, and bumper filler, which not too much because it just be the front header panel, bumper filler, and hood. So let's get to it. Got the original white walls. They're actually in good shape. They got good thread on them. They got the hood caps. Now, if y'all go back to the video when I purchased this vehicle, the car did not come with the center cones, the ones that hold the center cap in place. So they're on right now, but they are not going to stay on for long if you drive on them because they're going to come off. Some of these hood caps got a center bolt tied up to the cone that goes attached to the wheel with the lug nuts, and this car didn't come with them. So they're on right now, so you can see how the car looks with the hood caps, but I don't recommend driving with these without being locked in because they're going to fly off. So you might be on the side of the road passing you, or they're going to be hitting something. It could be a car, it could be someone. So yeah guys, this is how it looks now. It does have the marker light on the fender. Right here we have a dent, the famous dent of the mirror. You know, when you hit something with the mirror, kind of like puts a dent right here. So it has the famous mirror dent on the passenger side door. But besides that, on the passenger side, it don't look too bad. Now the only visible possible rust that I see on this car is this bubble right here. So this is like the only bubble I see on the car. It is missing the rear bumper filler as well. The quarter top looks in good shape. I don't see any cracks. The roof even looks good. I don't know if you can see it.
All right, let's go.
Got the opera lights. We can check if they work. It's got all the badges, got all the trims. Not missing anything besides front and back bumper fillers. The impact strip is missing right here in the corner, but it does got all the way besides just that piece. So, got the trunk, complete classic. Got the key lock for the trunk. Got the Chevrolet. The trunk doesn't got any flaking. Trunk is nice painted, meaning no clear coat peeling. Here's the driver's side. Again, missing bumper filler. Now the driver's side got a couple of little dings. Kind of see if you can see them, but like right here, there's a little dings I can see. So it's got little dings here and there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Pick it now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Pickett will look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at the game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw, Pickett. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Commanders 14, Cowboys 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Prescott fires one out wide, complete, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 4-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3.
God damn it. I'm fucking up.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 3. Got that shit off.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To throw is Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What the
That's a
fuck,
pretty
man?
play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Really?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect it. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Escapes the defender. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
What's the flow on it? Do it run? Do you know if it runs?
It tries to kick over, but you tell me it needs to start breaker, and that probably make it start running.
But was it running before? Do you know? Or... Oh, straight with motor in it.
305. Straight to the 450 big block.
You don't know? Okay.
I'm thinking, pretty sure it's 305 or something.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna tell you what to put in.
Okay, cool.
I believe it's 305.
This is about the only dent in here.
That woolly 1850 shaft, that little bit of there.
Somebody rubbed up against something with it. Surface rust on that junk.
That here. See right there.
Yeah.
Look, it's a little about that.
What the H is this?
It had a cylinder, it's in there. I picked it up, it looked at it. It come off, I forget what you got it off of.
Huh?
It come off another car you had.
Okay. Yeah. This car been sitting up, huh? I can tell by the windows. How many owners?
2. It was sold right here in Myrtle.
Oh, we in Myrtle, Texas.
Sold right here in Myrtle.
Okay.
Got a car lot.
Myrtle, Texas. You used to have a car lot?
Yep.
Still got it?
No.
Gave it up.
Yep. So the car was sold here and still be around here.
Right.
Fuck, man.
The original owner was in Amarillo, I think.
Amarillo, Texas.
But yeah, pretty sure it's sitting on the title. Yeah.
Okay. You still got the trim and stuff on it. Oh man, okay. Not bad. Can we pop the hood, you mind? Check it out, man. Hit the comments, man. That's what I've been looking for, actually. 79 Malibu, dog. It's the car. My dad had one of those yellow and black. Long live Jerron, man. Oh, no battery in it? This is sitting in it. Okay, no top piece on that. Have y'all tried to start it?
Yeah, it almost cranked over. It just wasn't getting enough air.
You got water in it?
No, it wasn't working. We just made a little temporary gas can and run fresh gas right here.
This joint ain't been running in a long time, is it?
Put a dirt bike gas tank over it and just bring it up.
Right. But you said the motor is good. It ain't blown head gasket or nothing, is it?
No. It's good. Oil is good.
Look in the inside of it. Door is solid. Door panels ain't nothing. Diego, do us some new door panels, y'all.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. Pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed the defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red.
So
All right, we back.
when you riding wheelies, right? And cause I ain't never ride wheelies all my life. I was racing all my life. I just started riding wheelies in like 2016, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's really scraping and stuff like that. So I jumped on the KX500. Dude was out there clowning on this 450. So I jumped on the KX500 and just, I warmed it up. You know, you got to make sure the motor warm, but you also got to make sure your brake is warm.
If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Open man run. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by 20 as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Second and 7. Running behind center with Vaughn. A strong running. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Option play. Here's Robinson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Pickett looking to change things up. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Commanders 21, Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Martin. Nifty move. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Pickett now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Pickett. His throw caught. About the 5. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Robinson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps sort this one away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Dak. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quan Martin. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here.